Welcome to TLDW. Today we feature cash on delivery. Before we get any further, hit that like and subscribe button. Now we got that out of the way, let's go! Cash on Delivery is a slice of life drama set during COVID circuit breaker, but it's more than that. The story starts off rough for our lead, Junong, who catches his girlfriend cheating on him with his business partner, so he cuts off ties with him, but now finds himself in debt. Junong had a tough childhood. He lost both his parents at a young age and now lives with his grandma who runs a kueh stall. Fast forward to 2020 and his young adult life isn't going any better. News of the lockdown hits and his pub business goes under. To make matters worse, he owes a huge sum of money to loan sharks. To repay it, he becomes their runner. Collecting money is no easy feat during a lockdown. You got germaphobes, Karens, and safe distancing officers. That last one, even I can relate. He bumps into an ex-employee, Raj, who's now a food delivery rider. And this gives him the idea to use a delivery service as a way to collect debts while hiding from the authorities. Amidst his hustle, Junong starts to witness all sorts of people. The Karens discriminating against frontline workers, his colleague Mei Zhen, who struggles getting her orders completed in the face of demanding customers unempathetic towards her disabilities, and even one of the debtors who suffered a stroke. To add to the drama, the debtor just so happens to be his ex-girlfriend's dad. Never mind, back to the paint splashing. But it is interrupted by Raj! Junong explains his situation to Raj, and Raj teaches him how to properly use the food delivery app to earn some extra cash. During one of his debt collection runs, he bumps into a sickly old lady, and being the nice guy he is, walks her home only to find her husband unconscious. Things get more awkward when he comes face to face with his ex, Siting, who is delivering meds to this family. Things get worse and they call the ambulance. The authorities figure it's COVID and everyone gets tested. The memories of a nice long stick being shoved all the way up my nostrils. Naturally, all the close contacts are quarantined for 14 days. Junong lucks out and is roomed right next door to his ex. The walls are quite thin, so it takes every little groan as a sign for him to make a caring move on her. Soon, their relationship reignites, doing FaceTime calls, playing games to keep each other entertained. After ending the quarantine, Junong's greeted with his boss's "hurry the up" reminders. I mean, for a loan shark waiting through 14 days of quarantine, he's quite nice already lah. Junong also found out that during his absence, his colleague was being bullied for her disabilities. So, he helps her get even by robbing the bully's bicycle wheels. Some days later, he attends to an elderly man. It gets him viral online, and he even gets crowned the delivery hero. His heroism sadly gets to his head, and even tries to ask his boss to pardon Siting's father's debts. Boss ain't having none of it. No. Gives him a mouthful. Doubly so now that he's famous. The boss also takes matters into his own hands and hires another lackey to dish out threats. Junong arrives at Siting's house only to find his colleague's vicious doings. And also bumping into her parents there. He decides to take on the debt as his own. His hero arc really knows no end. Junong hustles harder as a rider after learning how much he could actually earn if he puts in that 120%. He doesn't even ignore his responsibilities as a debt runner. Get them bags, brother! He's even doing birthday song requests for his customers.
Oh, what a surprise!
But hey, at least he gets tipped generously for those efforts. Things with Siting are also developing well, as they're going out on dates. Hey, wait, isn't it a lockdown? Okay, never mind. Anyways, the date gets interrupted by a call from his colleague. He arrives on scene, and they suspect the customer might be going through some trouble. Junong finds the girl about to harm herself, but the three manage to stop her. By the way, the girl just so happens to be his loan shark boss's daughter. As a thank you, his boss writes off his debts. Nope, not all. Just 1 month's interest. I guess no choice. We still need his villain arc going. The waters don't stay calm forever, as Siting's dad is caught in a medical scam, selling and spreading the news of misinformed medicine. Junong offers to help once again. With what money, dude? Oh, there it is, his ATM, his grandma. Speaking of his grandma, she also finally meets Siting, and she loves her. Junong delays payment again to his boss because of all the charity he's been running. His boss throws him a lifeline by asking him to run a few more jobs then. But this time, as his boss had foretold, he's easily recognized as Mr. Delivery Hero and hence runs off in fear of being doxxed. His debts snowball. Junong's friends, who he had helped, aren't paying him up on time, so he has to delay further with his boss. The boss may seem nice on the surface, but behind the scenes, he's not having any of it. He sends a goon to collect the debts and snitches on Junong about his debt collector hustles. It all goes downhill from there. Despite being given an ultimatum to quit being a runner, his identity is spread on social media again, and he gets his first dose of haters and is suspended as a food delivery rider. Then, Grandma finds out. She also rages at him, but advises him to go to the police with this information. He does, and the loan shark circle gets arrested. Junong gets himself a new job to occupy his time, while his grandma gets COVID to occupy her lungs. Hey, wait, what? Oh no! Grandma gets admitted to the hospital while Junong is quarantined. He's worried that she might not make it. But Junong's grandma is more focused on his future, so calls Siting to plant seeds of forgiveness for her grandson's doings. Junong's friends, while hanging out with Siting, also reveal all the debts he took over and helped during the period. Phone call comes in that Junong's grandma condition is fatal. Junong tries to break out of his quarantine, but to no avail. With only a phone screen between him and his grandma, he says his last words. Come on, this is ridiculous! Just let him go and find her! Your bling bling phone case isn't helping, miss! Junong collects his grandma's ashes after the quarantine and falls into depression. Not if his friends can help it! All his friends he's helped along the way come over to visit him and give him support. To bounce back, he sells off his grandma's kueh shop to Mei Zhen, who turns it into a huge success. He uses the money to pay off his remaining debts to the loan sharks, then sets off to start a venture on helping provide free meals to seniors. To wrap the show up, we get this outro monologue summing up the different walks of life and tribulations everyone faced during the pandemic. TLDR, don't take things for granted, be grateful and be kind. A feel-good message to wrap. And with that, you've TLDW'd Cash on Delivery. Remember to like, share and subscribe and let us know what show you want summed up next.